Do you mind turning the light off? Thank you. Okay, what page did you say?
160.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't really complain. I'm the one who made these questions. Yeah. (48x cubed minus 22x squared minus 24x plus 28 dx. Okay, so first things first, we want to try and factorize that cubic. Is there one or how many factors?
One.
Just the one factor. So 8x plus 7. Okay. Now, did you get the quadratic right, do you feel?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
Well, just before we do that, guys, how do you get the quadratic here if you have just one factor? Long division. Now, with trust Mo, go on Mo.
6x squared.
Yeah.
Minus 8x plus 4.
Well, the first and the last are right, so I think he's good chance of being right. Okay. So the first one would be definitely a over 8x plus 7, right? And what would the next one be?
Bx plus c.
Yeah, bx plus c over 6x squared minus 8x plus 4 dx. Now, do you think you got the ABC right?
Yeah.
Or so far?
It's just the second part of the integration.
Fair enough. What did you get for A?
A is minus 5. C is minus 2 and B is 3.
So you have this,
Yeah.
and we can trust you. Okay.
You can try and do it.
Minus 30 plus 24. What's that? Minus 30 plus 24 is minus 6. Okay, so at least the first number is right, so we'll believe you then. Okay, so you're saying the next part is the integration. Now, the first integration is okay.
Yeah.
So this integrates to minus 5 over 8 log 8x plus 7. That's fine. What to do about the next one, though? Do we use a substitution? U equals 6x squared?
Yes.
Would that work? Should we try? Why the heck not, huh? U equals 6x squared minus 8x plus 4. Du dx equals 12x minus 8. So dx equals du over 12x minus 8. Yeah? I think that's okay. So this is integrate minus 5 over 8x. Oh, sorry, I've done that one already. That's minus 5 over 8 log 8x plus 7 plus 3x minus 2 over u du over, and I'll take the 4 out, 3x minus 2. Yeah?
Didn't you miss an integration soon?
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Yeah?
I took a half out in the beginning. Is that?
From this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay, but I just taken it out now, so they cancel. And you're left with minus 5 over 8 log 8x plus 7, and then it'll be plus 1/4 log u. Is that the answer, possibly?
No, get a quarter log 3x squared minus 4x plus 2.
Ah, you can simplify it a bit more. Although this answer is correct, there is a tiny simplification you can do at the end. You can, very good, you can take 2 as a common factor out. So that's plus 1/4 log bracket 2 bracket 3x squared minus 4x plus 2 close plus c. Well, here's my delivery, is it?
Yes.
Thank you. On a scale of 0 to 10, how many times did you spit in the cup?
Spit in it.
So 0.
I did not.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Or did I?
The answer in the back doesn't have it too.
Hold on, I'm not finished. I got interrupted because I was getting a delivery of cappuccino, okay? So, once we take care of the cappuccino, then we can continue with the maths. Once the cappuccino is taken, then we'll continue with the maths. No. Okay, so you're right, there isn't a 2 at the back because, well, can anyone see what I could do next to simplify this? Now, before continuing, I actually have a spare cup of coffee that I didn't drink. Does anyone want coffee? And I promise you, I didn't spit in this one. So, yes? No? Come on, don't let it go to waste. I promise I didn't drink from it. I don't have germs. I'm okay. Anyone? It's completely black. Only if you want strong coffee. The strongest. No, I'm feeling a bit turned down. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Anyone see what to do next to simplify this?
Let's take the 2 out.
How?
5.
How do I take the 2 out?
Square.
No.
Over.
So it's 1/4 log 3x squared minus 4x plus 2. Oh, it's log AB equals log A plus log B. So it's like I have plus 1/4 log 2 here. But that's a constant, so what can I do? It can be absorbed into the C.
If we keep it as
That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Yeah? Was this the problem ultimately? The 2 at the
The
end?
2, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was wrong.
You lost the 2 somewhere. Yeah. You got this? So, I think we're all thinking that we want to have a look at some exam papers, or
Yeah.
you really want to look at task 2, but it's fine. So, is there any particular topic in the exam papers? Yes. You have particular questions. Are they from the semester 1 or 2 exam? 2. Okay, good. So, if you want, you can open up Moodle, but I'll put it on the screen here too. Which year, which version? Mo, do you have this? I can scroll down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. IFY. Maths for Science. Semester 2 papers. What year, Savvy? 16, 17, okay. Version 4, okay. And which question are we looking at here? Say again? B4. The whole thing? What's it about? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that one's a bit tricky because it's not usually like that. So that's a good one to have a look at now. We switch to it. Can you all see that? Or is it not projecting? No? Okay. Now we're good? Yeah, we zoom in a bit more. Okay, so how far do you think you got, Savvy? Did you get the P or not?
I got the I. I got the coordinates.
Yeah, you got this point. Yeah, but not the area. Right, so we'll just get the P first, okay? I'll just switch to this. Well, no, I'll switch in a sec. I'll just write this down. Y. Okay, so how do I get the P, guys? How do I get that intersection point? Yeah, you want to solve them, isn't it? So what would be the easiest way to solve this pair here? Very good, equate them. Yeah? So I get 2ex equals 4, ex equals 2. So x equals log 2. Something like this. Do they want exact or decimal? I'm going to... I think I'll leave it like a log 2. Did you use log 2 or a decimal? Yeah. It doesn't say though, but anyways, it doesn't matter. And how do we get the y? Okay, I'll use decimal as well, because to get the y I have to sub it in. So it'd be 1. Is that the same as what you got? Yeah? Okay. Right, so that's the point. Okay, so let's go back to the graph now. Now, any ideas on how we could find this area?
Integration.
Yeah, it's integration. Well, so integration from where to where?
Origin to
0 to
The coordinates.
0.69. Okay. The question is, what do we integrate?
Y is equal to 3 minus EX.
Yeah.
3 minus EX.
And we subtract it
And
from.
Subtract from that.
Yeah. So, Savi, when you want the area in between two curves, what you do is you take the top function and you minus the lower function, and it gives you the area in between.
Isn't this semester one?
Yeah, it is, because this is the final exam and includes everything.
You can't switch it right before.
No, I know, I'm just getting it ready so when I switch it's on the screen. So this is what we have to integrate. Yeah? So let's integrate that. So 3 becomes 3x. Minus EX,
E minus X.
minus EX. Minus EX, minus EX. Minus minus 1 is 1.
1x.
1x. Oh, so I shouldn't really have the integration symbol anymore because I've integrated already. Now I sub in the two numbers, okay? So when I sub in the 0.69, I get 3 times 0.69 minus 2 plus 0.69. And then when I sub in the 0, I'll get 0, 1, 1, and 0. Minus 1 is minus 2 plus 2. So they actually cancel with that. That and that is 4. I can't do this in my head.
It's minus 1.2. It's minus 1.24 for the first half.
Minus 1 point.
2.
Are you okay, yeah.
I might be wrong.
No. Yeah, no, I think that's okay. And then plus 2. So 0.76. Now, of course, we can check our answer on the calculator. Yeah, it checks out. Did you integrate or just type the whole thing in? It's okay for 4 marks. It's not too bad. Yeah.
With the finding the point thing?
Is the coffee not kicking in? Oh, oh, you're so weak.
Can I go back?
Huh? Oh, okay.
Can I go back to the question, please?
The question, yeah. Well, I just give people a minute to write this down. Yep, yep.
This is what version?
What version is this for?
4.
Now we can check the answer is right, so I'll just integrate. What the heck? Come on. It's just not working anymore. Oh, it's stuck in complex mode, I guess, from the. I'll just clear everything. Integrate from 0 to 0.69, which is just log 2. Bracket, bracket, minus bracket, bracket. What was the first one? 3 minus shift. Where is E gone on this?
Is 5.
It's here, isn't it? Yeah. That's one way to do it, yeah. And then minus shift E alpha X minus 1. Yeah, so I think I rounded too much. I'm off more than I would like. I think is 0.69 a bit too rounded, is it? Yeah, ln2.
It's, yeah, because you have 6931.
Ah, okay, so if I put a 3 here, it might be a little more accurate then. Yeah.
So in the exam it would be
Yeah.
fine.
No, what I did wouldn't be fine for the exam. I'm too. Remember, I said your calculation should be to 4 significant figures. So, sorry, Mo, what is log 2 to 4 significant figures?
0.6931.
Yeah, so that's what I should have used. Yeah. Do you need more from this question, Sevi, or was it just that part?
No, it's not.
It was just that part? Yeah. Yeah. Can I switch back to the exam? Young Peng, you were going to ask me something. What were you going to ask me there about this?
Did I?
Wasn't someone going to... Yeah, didn't you say go back to the exam? And then I said...
I said go back to this question. I just want to see the.
Okay. I'm now back at the question. What were you going to ask me? Nothing, it would seem. As I was asking the class, is there a particular topic or...
Yeah, can we solve more of the what were we doing, like integration of proper.
Well, let's see. I think... let's have a look here what it was like in the year previous. That's improper.
We didn't do it proper yet, did we?
No, they're not asking you to integrate. They just want you to find the A, B, and C. Find the value of A, find the value of B and C.
Do long division twice.
I don't even think you need it twice. Will we look at this one?
Oh, they're already factored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, did they already factor it?
Yeah.
That's
It's
easy.
two baskets.
Which paper is this?
You do not need to simplify your answer. I'm just looking at version. This is, sorry, the previous year, 16, what is it? 15, 16 version 4.
Integrating sine inverse would give you cosecant.
Shall we look at this paper? Well, we start with the A, B, and C in section A. Let's have a look at this. I tell you what, how about we just go through the paper, and if you feel like there's a question that would be good to do, just let me know. So we start off, section A. Find the coordinates where this line meets this line. So what do we think? Is that doable? Yeah. Now there's one little thing you should perhaps do at the start to help you along.
Y equals
So put the one side.
equate the Y.
Yeah, no, but I mean, minus 11 here. They usually have it equal to 11. Because they're going to have a pair of equations, right? But it sounds like people want to sub the y into the other one.
Yeah. You get an
But I don't like that because the y will be a fraction. Because you'll have to divide by 2 to get the y. So you'd be subbing a fraction into the other one. So the method I would pick here would be elimination. Yeah, multiply, go ahead, which? Multiply this by 2. And then, yeah, then it's 4x and 4x. So I think that's okay, yeah?
Y, yeah.
What about completing the square? That's okay.
X plus 5.
And then they ask you to sketch it.
A is 5. B
A is
7.
5 and B is 7.
Seven.
Yeah.
Can you explain how you get the B in completeness?
Yeah, let's have a look. It'll only take a second.
Just that.
X squared plus 10x plus 32. So, how do I get the A?
It's 32.
It's half of the 10.
5
So that's 5 squared. And then you do 32 minus the square of 5.
25.
7. And where is the vertex here?
Minus 5.
Minus
minus
5.
5, 7. Oh no.
Yeah.
Like
Minus
here.
5,
Minus 5.
7.
yeah.
7. And what shape is it? Concave or convex?
Concave.
Oh, guys, convex.
How do you
Oh yeah, because
the downsides.
It's been a while, sorry.
Like 10 weeks. Okay.
That makes it a long one.
Yeah, but like, when you become doctors, aren't you supposed to keep, what, like 5 years of medical knowledge in your head? Right?
You wouldn't have had 5 years to remember all of it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, it's only 10 weeks ago.
This only happens in math now, I apologize.
Are you saying if this was a biology topic, it'd just be
Yeah.
instant? Yeah,
It is.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
There was, I had, the intake twos had their maths exam today, and there was one guy, and I felt bad for him, he was really getting stressed out, and at the end of the exam, he's quite a strong student, but he's getting so stressed out. There was a triangle, right? And they asked, what is this angle? And he kept saying, I can't do it, they haven't given us enough information. I only know this angle and this angle. I can't. So I'd say, calm down. You know this angle? It's like, yeah, I know this angle. You know this angle? Yeah, okay. So I think you can know this angle. It's like, yeah, okay. So,
I think I get a hint in the exam.
he was, yeah, okay,
I
so,
got a hint in the exam.
that could be you.
No, I
No.
won't be stressed out.
Okay, good. Right, is that okay now?
Yes.
Is that okay? Yep, right. So let's go back to the exam. Now, how are we on this one? Expanded.
Pascal.
You could use Pascal if you like, yeah.
Why not?
NCR.
Binomials.
Binomials, the NCR is probably the
Quick.
easiest and quickest thing to do. So we're okay with that one? Yeah. Now, I kind of feel like I should do this one because these questions, this one in semester one when it came up was so poorly answered. This one here. So poorly answered. So can you just write it down and then we'll have a look at it now. Very poorly answered.
Sorry, which version?
Version 4.
You don't remember the answers to the questions you write, so what does that say?
Well, I at least remember how to do it though, you know.
Not all the time.
I'm mostly sleep deprived.
Stereotypes.
Can I switch to the writing pad? Yeah. So, this, like I said, was not well answered. I'm not really sure why. It's not too bad, this type of question. It's just using your rules. So what rule should we use first here? Yeah, you could use the top.
You can simplify the bottom.
Yeah, and you can simplify the bottom. So the top becomes what?
X squared times
3.75.
Yeah.
And the bottom?
X squared.
X squared. Because what power is square root? It's a half. So they multiply to make 2. Now, what should I do next? Minus them. So I get x power 1.75 equals 2187. Now, you could jump straight to the answer. If you have a Casio calculator, you can get here x is the 1.75th root of 2187.
80.9.
1.83.
It's a decimal?
Yeah.
Yeah. What decimal did you get?
I got 81.8384.
I just got 81.
I just got 80.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
81.
Yeah.
I put
Did you type it in right? 1.75, 2187?
no.
No, I have my Casio here. I forgot it's open. Shift root. 1.75. I don't- Yeah. 81. Okay. Okay. Right. Can I scroll back to the exam? Okay. So, all right. This one, they give you A. This side is A. This side is A plus 3. This angle is 30, and they also give you the area, and they want the A. So, what rule could we use here? No, Which rule? Yeah, which rule is that now? Something, something. Yeah. A half AB sine C. Yeah. So for this one, it would be, I'll switch in a moment, a half times A times A plus 3 times 30 equals 22. So, what's sine 30? It's a half, is it? It's a half, isn't it?
Yes.
So, what I'll do is I'll multiply by 4 to speed things up. Why am I choosing 4? Or in other words, I'll multiply by 2 twice. The first time to cancel that, and if this is a half, then when I multiply by 2, it's gone. So this gets multiplied by 4. And then I'll expand this. And what do I get? A squared plus 3a. And that is 88, which I take to the left. Does it have factors?
It can be factorized.
No, no factors.
Okay, so there'll be a decimal answer.
Yes, it can be.
Oh,
It
yeah.
can be with factors.
X minus A.
X plus 11.
8 plus 11 and minus 8.
Minus 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the only answer that makes sense here is which?
A.
Yeah, because it's a length of the side.
You can't tell me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah? Can we switch back to the exam? Yes? What do we think about number 6? Have a read there when it loads.
And then value of X.
What do we think?
Which one? A6 or A7?
6. Well, what do you need to do, Daniel? Now just remember you said A6 is okay, so I'm picking on you now.
Because the second equation is because it's parallel, it has the same gradient.
Yeah, so what's the gradient of the second equation? Not 4, you looked at the wrong one. A half.
Yeah.
It's the number in front of x.
Negative enough.
So minus a half. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you need to do now?
Fine, C.
Find C. Ah, no. You're on the you're playing the wrong program in your head. The y dx of this.
Yes.
And then what?
Equal.
Equals what? Minus a half.
Half.
Yeah. Because the slope here is equal to the slope here. The slope of this guy is dy dx. The slope of this guy is minus a half. By the way, it's also dy dx. If you were to get dy dx here, you would also get minus a half. So the question is saying this derivative is equal to this derivative. I'll just write it down.
So what are you trying to find? Find
The-
value of X. So it's
the X.
minus a half.
No. So look, they've given you 2 lines. What's the slope of the first line?
Minus
Minus a half.
So,
And what's the slope of the second line?
derivative.
6x minus 2. And their question is, when are they equal? So you make them equal and figure out the x that makes them equal. What's that? 1 a quarter.
Put it back into the equation.
No, because in fact they only asked for the x.
Oh.
This was not so bad for 4 marks, you know.
It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's better than the last question. That was from 4 marks. The one that's heavy asked.
It's a little easier, isn't it? Okay, can I switch back to the exam? Yeah. What about number 7 here? This one here.
Integration.
What are we thinking about this?
Doesn't have any rules, so just
We
integrate.
integrate, we solve, we equal.
Yeah, what can anyone see what type of equation we'll get for k? Yeah, but I suppose my question is,
We have the
would
value
k
of
be linear or quadratic equation? I think linear.
Yeah, linear. We have the values of x.
Yeah. And k becomes kx.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be linear. So let's do this one. It shouldn't take us too long. Let's integrate. So what does the first piece become?
12.
6. No, integrate.
3x. Oh no. 3x power 3.
It's 6x cubed over 3, which is 2x cubed. And then this one is 8x squared
4x
over 2,
Square.
4x squared. And then this one,
Kx.
kx.
Plus
And 0, 2 equals 13. Now, I won't bother putting in 0 because I'll get 0, 0, 0. 16 minus 16 plus 2k equals 13. So k is 13 over 2. No. Is that, that's wrong. Sorry. 2x, 16 minus, no, it is right, isn't it? 16 minus 16, yeah? 16 minus 16 plus
No.
This is as calculated.
2 squared is 4. 4 by 4 is 16, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. 6.5.
Yeah? Number 8. Yes. Does anyone need to write that down? How could you check the answer in the exam? Well, one way you could check it is you could type in the integration and make sure you get 13. So 0 to 2, 6 alpha x squared minus 8 alpha x, what do we say, 6.5?
7.
Yeah. Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5.
So we know the k must be correct because the integration works out to be 13. Okay. Right. Now, what about 8?
log.
Yeah. Can you see? Who remembers what the derivative of 8 power x is?
Ax plus b.
X.
Blah, 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 blah.
8x is EX.
No, 8 is not e.
No.
X to the power of x.
Just,
No.
Log,
can you repeat the question?
log base
Go ahead. Wait. Yes?
n to the power 2.
No.
Log base
8 power x, you said?
2.
Ah, no. Not this.
Log base 8x.
No. People are forgotten.
No, isn't it 1 over?
No.
It's in the formula.
Wait. Yes?
8 over x to the power x minus 1.
No. It's 8 power x log 8. No. Yeah.
It's page 148. Yeah, 146.
146, question 12.
Oh, implicit differentiation.
Yep. Yep. It's like that, huh? And then they ask you to put in x is 3.5. So you just need to type in x power 8 power 3.5 log 8. And then that's the answer.
We need to stick to the middle.
Okay, continue. Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ask for the answer to be exact or?
They say 3 significant figures. Okay, now, I think this is a good one now. We have an improper question. 4x squared plus 9x minus 1 over, and they've already factorized the denominator. The denominator is quadratic, isn't it? So it's improper because it's quadratic over quadratic. And the question is broken into 2 halves. First they want the A, then they'll ask you for the B and C. Now, I can think of 2 ways to get the A here. So what would be one way to get the A?
They gave
Math
you the
of 2.
Yeah, no, just the A, just the A.
second cover of that.
Now, I think this is confusing you because they've actually tried to help you.
Yeah.
So forget about that. What's the first step here?
Factorize the top.
No. And I think they've maybe helped you so much you forgot what to do at the start.
The
Long
multiply
division.
Long division.
by what?
Long division.
A is a reminder.
Why long division?
Why? We had like 2 hours of this. When it's improper, the first thing you do,
Oh,
yeah,
I think people don't know
Is-
that it is improper.
it's quadratic over quadratic, so it is improper.
Is A the reminder?
No. Is it? Sorry. No, it's not. I don't think so. No, it's not the remainder. The remainder was, I think, x plus 11.
Oh, that's right.
Guys, come on, wakey wakey. You're supposed to be awake because none of you wanted my coffee. So, what do we do first? Long division. This is what we did in the improper lessons. Now, what I'm saying is, you don't actually need to do long division because it's a section A question. So they've tried to help you. So they've already factorized the denominator for you, and they've already done the long division and the simplification. It's the only thing is they just didn't tell you what the A was.
So you still have to do the long.
No, you don't, because there's 2 ways I can see what the A is without long division. Now you could do the long division, but you could do it in your head. So when this quadratic divides by this quadratic, what's the first term? Now look here. Imagine the long division. What's the first term? Oh, sorry.
Divide x plus
Apologies. Okay. So that's what they give us in the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just me expanding the denominator. If I did the long division, what would I get? The first number would be 4. Okay. That's what the first number here is. Now, if you didn't like that, there is an even easier way to do it. Remember, is this an equal? No. Strictly, it's an identity. So these two should be the same for all values of x. What would happen if I choose x equals minus 11? What would happen on the right? What would I get? 0 plus a. So in other words, a is whatever this is when x is minus 11. And I'm sure when you sub minus 11 into that, you'll get 4. I'm confident of it. Go on, check.
We don't trust
Go on.
I think we're too tired for this.
Okay.
Now we still have the next part to do, which is to get the B and the C. So this so this guy here, they then break this up into something over x minus 1 plus something over x plus 3. Well, what would be the easiest way to get B and C here? Cover up. So look, this question turns out to be quite easy because we have our A. Now let's get the, what do I put in for x here?
Minus 1 plus
1. So that's 12 over 4, which is 3. And what do I put in for x second? Minus 3. So what's that? 8 over minus 4 is
2.
minus 2. There you go. A, B, and C done. For 4 marks.
So, sir,
Yeah.
you're saying that if we expand the second quadratic to the denominator quadratic and just divide it in our heads, we'll get A always.
Yeah, just think about, can I scroll to the right for a sec? So look, just think about it like this. You have P over Q, okay? You do the long division. Q divides into P, and we'll get an answer and a remainder. Yeah? So what can we say P is equal to? P is equal to Q times A plus the remainder. And this is over Q, which we can split. So what's QA over Q? A plus R over Q. So after you carry out that process, you know that the number you get here, or the thing you get here, is always what was on top of the long division. And the thing that goes here was the remainder. So if I go back to the question, it means I know that if I long divide here, this was the remainder, and this here was what happened when you long divided. Now, because it's a quadratic over quadratic, there's only one division to do.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Someone had a question? No? I thought... No? Do we have class tomorrow?
No.
So, I just want to think for next week. We have... When's our first class next week?
Monday.
Monday? Double class?
Yes.
So we'll finish the integration on Monday. Then Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday is double class as well?
Yeah.
Tuesday we'll begin the revision. And then Wednesday? Thursday is today, which is 1 hour and then 1 hour. So in the tutorial we'll do task 2.
I still think we need some work on that because
No, we should do it in class, shouldn't we? Okay, so just remind me on Monday. Guys, on Monday, just remind me after we finish the last lesson to give some time to talk about task 2.
Some of us will be absent on Monday.
Oh, what's happening on Monday? Okay.
we can work on the tasks in that time.
I'll do no. I'll do task 2 in the tutorial. I'll just do it twice, and then in the 1 hour class afterwards, I can give you some time to work on typing it up as well. Okay, and then after that, it'll be revision for every class except on Thursdays, which will then be the coursework. Yeah. Just before you go, quickly, Mahmood, Gafar, Amjad. No. Zara? No. Mo? Daniel? Savi? Sabrina? Alfreda? Arya? Chidi? Yungpeng? Amna? Mariam? No. Michelle? Abir? Autumn? Celine? Sophia? Mubarak? Shadira? No? Shadira? No. Okay. Mohanid? Moza? Angela? Ahmed? Safra. Okay.
So, sorry, what will we wait you on next Monday?
When will we what now?
What will we wait you on next Monday?
Monday we'll finish the workbook and do a little bit of
I guess
task.
we have to catch it
No,
up.
no, sorry. On Monday we'll just finish the workbook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finish the work. So you would.
The last lesson. No coursework on Monday.
So if I have a question.